This is why people have a tripod. So one day a few weeks ago, the school counsellor came into the teacher's English office and she gave us all these tins. And inside there are like 50 picture cards basically. And I didn't know what these were, so I asked my co-teachers what are they for, and I looked on the tin and it says Career Campus Crusade for Christ. And I was like, oh, it looks like a recruitment tool for Christians. And he went, yeah, it's the evangelical people use this to recruit people. However, my school doesn't use it for that reason. It uses it to get children to talk about their feelings. Like kids that have problems expressing themselves and that are having issues that they're finding it hard to talk about. So what's inside are 50 picture cards. And my counsellor asks 2 questions to the students. The first question is, can you choose 3 cards that represent your life? So then they go through all these cards and they pick out 3 cards. The second question is, can you pick 3 cards that represent how you want your future to be? So they go through these cards, again, pick out 3 pictures. And the thinking behind this is that it's easier to use pictures sometimes than to put into words how we're feeling. Or we can use these pictures as a prompt. So sometimes it's really difficult to express our emotions in a coherent way. So we can use these cards to really help with that. So I'm going to show you the cards. I'm going to show you the cards now. Here's just a selection of some of the cards. My co-teacher picked this one because she was talking about how now it seems all she does is kind of cook and clean, and she has so many duties as a wife and a mother, so she thought that this represented her life well right now. You can see there's lots of other ones. I picked this one time for how I want my life to be, my future. I think a lot of people, especially a lot of students, would pick this one in Korea because, you know, they're kind of frazzled and overworked. This is a really interesting one as well. This one I've chosen when I have a lot of things on my mind and it's hard to concentrate on anything else. This one a lot of people choose because, you know, it kind of shows so many options and so many choices and people that like to travel. I like this one. It reminded me of one time I was in Kyoto in Japan, and this was seen as like a good luck thing, touching the bull's head. So yeah, these are just a selection. There's lots more, but I've just put out a few. I'm not so sure about this one. It's a bit creepy. So those were the cards. There's obviously, as you can see, there's quite a lot of them. They will all mean something different to different people. So all of us, I did it with my teachers and we all picked different cards. And even the same ones that we did pick, we had different reasons for choosing them. So I always chose this one, which I'll show you. For example, when someone asked the first question, how is your life at the moment? Choose 3 cards that represent how your life is right now. Every time at the moment I've been choosing this one because to me this represents communication or a lack of communication, or I guess communicative problems. So people always, when I choose this one, people always say, oh yeah, because you don't speak Korean very well. So I guess it's hard for you in this country. And then I can explain, no, it's not that I just don't speak Korean very well. It's that even if someone speaks English perfectly, there's always still some kind of barrier there. So then I can kind of go on to explain that really it's the difference of our cultures, and the problem is deeper than just a language. It's that I'm from just a culture that is completely different to the Korean culture, which is fantastic because I've come here to learn about the culture. But at the same time, there's always a little bit of a barrier. Mine is probably one person here that's lived in the UK that I get on with. It's like my brother. But aside from that person, it's very difficult to get very, very close to people because there does seem to be a lot of really small and minute, but there does seem to be quite a few misunderstandings. So this is a really good way to express that. Obviously you choose 3 for each question, and then you can take the conversation wherever you want. So I think these are really great tools for, I think they're great for everyone. They're great for kids that are, like I said, that are having issues. They're great if you want to get to know someone better. They're great. These are the kind of things that I would do with my friends, because I find this thing really interesting. I actually used this on someone that I was dating, and it told me a lot about where we were in like our dating life, and it kind of confirmed to me that things weren't where they should be, or where we weren't kind of aligned. So I thought it was a really interesting tool. So I'll leave a link. I'll try and leave a link down below if I can find any on where to buy them. I'm sure there's a website. But you can buy them in Korea. If you're in Korea, they're 6,000 won, it says on here. But I'm sure these are sold all over the world. But yeah, I just thought that would be a little interesting video to make on a way to get someone to open up, or to get to know someone a bit better. So hopefully it was useful, and I'll see you next time.